Thank you all for waking up with us here on Sunrise this morning. Hurricane Gabrielle still a major hurricane as we wake up this morning. Not nearly as strong as it was yesterday when we were waking up together on Sunrise, but still an impressive looking hurricane as we head into our Wednesday. Well away from Bermuda, thankfully moving towards the east and away from us as well in the United States. Gabrielle will continue to move throughout the North Atlantic for the next several days, weakening as it does so and then making a run towards Europe this weekend. And we have our first hurricane watch of the year for the Azores, the islands, the Azores near to or to the west of Portugal and Spain under a hurricane watch because of Gabrielle as it moves towards them and away from us towards Portugal and Spain once we get into this weekend. So of course, no worries for us here in the U.S. from Gabrielle. Behind Gabrielle, there are two waves of showers and thunderstorms we're watching. The one on the right side of your screen that's farther to the east, more likely to become our next tropical depression or tropical storm by the end of Friday. And even tomorrow, there's the opportunity for further development. We'll watch this one closely, but likely I think a little more of what we'll need to watch is going to be the one on the left side of your screen or to the west here. And this one, not so much in the next couple of days as it moves over the islands near Hispaniola as well as the Bahamas, but once it gets a little deeper into the Atlantic, there is an opportunity for further development. Way too early to know exactly where either of these are headed. However, our cold front that's headed our way, you can see it here across the nation's midsection. As it moves towards us, it could act as a steering mechanism to keep both of these well out to sea. And so that's what we're watching as we head through these next several days and into the upcoming weekend. As far as the names of either of those, what they could be if either were to develop further, Umberto and Imelda. Those are going to be the next two names on our list and something we'll bring you the first alert to if either of these were to become a named storm. Now, closer to home as we wake up this morning, a lot of us are calm from the top of our transmitter camera in Kershaw County. I think once we get a little bit closer to sunrise, some of our cameras will be able to see some patchy fog out there. I've already seen some of it in Orangeburg this morning. Manning, you've got some fog in your neighborhood as well. And it's all out ahead of what's our next cold front, which will be moving towards us through the next couple of days. Here's the leading edge of the boundary through the Ozarks and into parts of Mississippi this morning. And ahead of this cold front, we've got ourselves a humid and hot summer-like day ahead. Our high temperature is going to top out around 93, feeling as hot as 96 out there. And then for your Thursday and Friday, our boundary is passing through. Still going to be on the hot side, especially tomorrow, I think, with low 90s for highs. But by Friday, this boundary will be near the coastline, which is where some of this slightly cooler air will begin to filter through. And in turn, with the boundary moving a little slower, we have decreased our Thursday rain chance. More of us could stay dry Thursday, just hot and humid instead. And then by Friday and into Saturday, a little bit of an increase of our chance of rain. Not a widespread washout, but certainly I think better opportunities for Friday and Saturday to have some rain and thunder compared to what we were looking at with the original pace on Thursday. So we're hot and humid until the boundary passes to our south. Once that happens, it'll knock highs into the low 80s, and we'll keep a couple of showers around and some rumbles of thunder throughout the weekend.